Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here from Mr. Topstep with your Wednesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, 15-minute chart of the E-mini here, and you can see yesterday we made a low of 1394.5 down there just before 11 o'clock, and everybody was looking lower, and it looked like we were going to really challenge and maybe break through this 1393 level that really has marked the bottom of the range. And I have been telling my subscribers while I was away that the top of the range for me was somewhere between 1412 to 1414, and the bottom of the range for me was 1393. If we lost 1393, you were really going to see sellers come in, and the momentum is going to take us down initially to 1388, 1383, 1377. And yesterday you could really feel things building. Well, we get down to 94.5, and here come the dip buyers. And once we cleared 1398, the short squeeze was really on. And what we had there was a big 45 minutes of activity just after 215, and we moved all the way up to the 9-day pivot. Yesterday's 9-day pivot was 1408.25, and that punched through, we made a little bit of a top there. We gave a little bit of it back into the close, and what we've seen over the course of the Globex tonight, as you can see here on the chart, is that we gradually move back down, but if you're a bull, what you see is that we've made a higher low, 1397.25 here, versus 94.5. Now, as we go out onto a daily chart, and let me zoom in, what you've got still are very tight Bollinger Bands there on the daily. What you're looking for if you're a bear is you've got the middle Bollinger Band, which is that green line, that seems to want to be resistance. If that is the case, then you want to see closes below that line over the next couple of days, and if that happens, then there's potential there for a rollover. You've got Europe meetings tomorrow. You've got non-farm payrolls on Friday. The market is waiting on that news, at least in my opinion. So I don't expect gigantic things to come out of the market today. I really don't. We've tested the lows from yesterday's session. That lower Bollinger Band, as you can see there, seems to want to hold, at least for now. Now, you could get a headline out in the next 5 minutes that knocks this thing down 20 handles. You could get a headline out in the next 10 minutes that moves this thing up 20 handles. That is how fragile this market is right now. It is very fragile. It's very unpredictable. You've got to use stops. If you have the ability to be hedged, you need to do that. And I would not be holding a lot overnight tonight, depending on what's going on with these Europe meetings tomorrow, unless you have the ability to either watch it, or you're hedging away, or it's a longer term position, or you're really comfortable with what you're doing. I wouldn't just be throwing some stuff on at 4 o'clock Eastern time today, and just trying to, flip a coin and see how it's going to go in Europe because a guy said this or somebody said that or CNBC did this or you heard this on Twitter. Don't. Just don't. Because you don't know how it's going to go. And, it's the same conversation that I have every month when we talk about jobs, about not gaming jobs. Don't game the Europeans. You don't know how all of this works. They're making it up as they go along. They really, really are. And that means they're capable of just about anything. And they can make up their own rules, and they can say anything they want to move the markets. So, especially for somebody like me who's short, I'm still swing short. I took another 10 handles off yesterday on the lows. I put it back on. If we get back down to 95, I'll take it off again. You know, you've got to be careful. Got to be careful. Let's look at support and resistance. Current trade is 1401.75. So on the upside, you've got daily pivot 1403.33, 3-day pivot 1404.25, 20-day 1406, 9-day 1406.17. So you've got daily pivots, or double pivots rather, at 1406, and that leads right into your middle band 1406.5. So 1406, really key level today. And above that, you've got a fib level 1406.93. On the downside, 1396, 1393, 1389.70, 1387, 1383 half, 1383.30, 1379.70, and 1378. Everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, Princeton Trader for Mr. Topstep. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.